Don, it would be interesting, as from my perspective as a client, potentially, to understand you as that third party or that agency. Kind of as I mentioned, you've got the constituents that would be part of this process, and it would obviously be very interesting to understand from your perspective, those three firms or three constituents: the clients, myself in this case, the candidate, and then of course the firm, which would be you. I'd ask you kind of about these, your thoughts in these areas, and maybe we can start from the client.
That's great, John, and thanks for that overview. It's really important to understand what's important to all three of these different groups, as well as your experiences with them. So from a client standpoint, we tend to ask a number of different questions, I think, of clients, and encourage them to consider these different questions or different aspects of any given search. One might be, is a performance guarantee important, to the particular search? Is candidate exclusivity important, to the given client? In addition, how great is the need for speed? So we think about the old adage when considering quality, speed, and cost, perhaps choose two. But if we're dealing with a replacement search in short order, speed can be very important and critical. We do think about, is the search confidential in nature, which can probably tilt the search more to a retained model. We also think about the importance of existing relationships versus what I'm going to call the hunting aspects for new talent. So the definition, in essence, of a Rolodex is: does a firm have, a good base of talent, if you will, within a particular discipline to draw from, and how reliant would they be on going out and seeking new prospects, if you will, for any given search. So that's important. Now, some clients may be less open to starting without an existing Rolodex of some sort, but there can also be sometimes certain benefits to that as well. We also consider how important is passive versus active candidate sourcing. So in essence, passive sourcing would be perhaps looking into the ranks of a competitor or set of competitors as far as that goes, and really getting the message out to those candidates that may be working for competitors. Additional considerations could include an off-limits list, and that would be, in essence, a list that would be perhaps a grouping of firms that a recruiting firm like ours couldn't go and actually call because they have pre-existing relationships with other firms. And then finally, I'd think about, is this kind of a one-off search? I mean, is this something that maybe the organization doesn't ordinarily recruit in its due course of business? And that could be another thought pattern around what a client might be thinking as they shape the contingency versus retained models.
Yeah, that's a great point. I'm glad you brought up that maxim about quality, speed, and cost to choose two. I think that's important to level set expectations with a client. I do that when I'm talking to a hiring manager within the organization. And I think that's a great way to establish a relationship built around trust if you've got those things from the get-go.